0604 or 876-964-9370.
Good morning and welcome. It's Friday, January 19th, 2024. This is the news. Here are the headlines. Former Member of Parliament for St. Mary Western Julian Silvera spent the night behind bars as the Major Investigation Division (MID) probes the murder of his wife, Melissa Silvera. Prime Minister Andrew Holness responds to the People's National Party regarding Portmore. 28 new justices appointed for St. James and Justice Minister play their part in ensuring the security and well-being of the nation. $22 million drug bust at Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston. And in sports, West Indies beaten again. The news today is brought to you courtesy of
NRP Media and Radio.
Reaching you where you are. No boundaries, no limitations.
3 years since our inception, the NRP brand of radio and other social media platforms on NRP Media JA is your newest online platform accessible for the promotion of your church and community activities along with news and sports related information. It's the platform you have been longing for. So call us today at 876-336-9928 or email us at nationalreligiousmediaja@gmail.com.
NRP Media and Radio. Reaching you where you are. No boundaries, no limitations.
And now the news. Former Member of Parliament for St. Mary Western Julian Silvera spent the night behind bars as the Major Investigation Division (MID) probes the murder of his wife, Melissa Silvera. On November 10, 2023, at about 7 a.m., Mrs. Silvera was found dead at home, and it was reported that she died of natural causes. After the autopsy, it was revealed that Mrs. Silvera had not died from natural causes, but as a result of possible gunshot wounds. Subsequently, the investigation was upgraded to murder. Last evening, the Deputy Commissioner in charge of the crime portfolio, Fitzgerald, said the arrest of Mr. Silvera was based on a collaborative investigation by key stakeholders and the ruling from the Director of Public Prosecution that there was sufficient evidence on which an arrest should be made.
This significant development is a testament to the dedication of the JCF in serving the public and upholding the principles of being a force for good. The JCF remains resolute in its commitment to transparency, justice, and public safety. We understand the concerns of the public, and this update is provided to assure that our work is ongoing and focused on seeking the truth.
Since Mrs. Silvera's death, her husband has been questioned by the police more than once. DCP Bailey says this was to allay any concerns of a cover-up based on the suspect having been a former MP. And the former MP now in police custody, Crime Chief has urged members of the public to assist with whatever information they can contribute to the ongoing probe.
We encourage anyone who may possess valuable information related to this investigation to assist us in our pursuit of justice. Your cooperation is critical in helping us to better puzzle. If you have any information, please contact our dedicated hotlines at 119-311-811, the Major Investigation Division at 876-758-5048, or visit our nearest police station.
The Deputy Commissioner in charge of the crime portfolio, Fitzgerald. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has responded to the concerns of the People's National Party that the government is seeking to change the boundaries of Portmore for political advantage in the upcoming election. Fitz Jackson, the People's National Party spokesman on the Portmore dormitory matter, has been leading the charge of gerrymandering against the leading JLP government, who he said is intent on imposing a parish status on Portmore. Leon Nash reports.
Mr. Jackson said the planned action of the government represents a savage assault on democracy and the remarkable gains made over the past 43 years, with the Electoral Advisory Committee playing the leading role on political boundaries for both constituency and divisional boundaries. He also claimed that the confirmed plan of Prime Minister Holness's administration represents a reversal of the successes of the leadership of past leaders of both the JLP in detribalizing the election process in Jamaica. However, speaking in Portmore on Wednesday, the Prime Minister trashed that argument, saying it was far from the truth. He said the reason for the announced move of the government was to give Portmore what it deserved, as it has developed over time.
The government seeking to create a new political administration for Portmore has nothing to do with trying to gain a political advantage. Let me make that clear. Portmore has reached a point level where we must now provide for the proper administration of its affairs. Its economic, social, cultural, infrastructure, security, all to the localities.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness. The Prime Minister said that while legislation to make Portmore Jamaica's 15th parish has been drafted, the government will not have it approved in Parliament before the local government elections due no later than February 28, 2024. Leon Nash reporting for NRP News.
Justice Minister Delroy Chuck has charged 28 newly appointed justices of the peace for St. James to play their part in ensuring the security and well-being of the nation. The JPs were commissioned during a ceremony convention centered in Rosal, St. James earlier this week. Minister Chuck attributed the right to the support criminals receive from members of the community who protect them. According to him, quote, "There are people in these communities who support them, who know they're gunmen, but oftentimes they benefit from the scamming, the extortions, and from the activities of the criminals," end quote, he pointed out. Consequently, Mr. Chuck said the onus is on the incoming JPs to play their part to aid in safeguarding the lives of Jamaicans as Jamaicans being overwhelmed by abuses, crime, and violence. He appealed to the new justices of peace to work together with the police and other stakeholders so that criminals will have no space to commit crimes. The minister further underscored that Jamaica cannot survive as a people if we turn a blind eye to wrongdoings of any kind. The Child Protection and Family Services Agency, CPFSA, says it has located the girl who was seen beating a woman in a video that went viral. The 15-year-old is now in the care of her father and is currently receiving medical attention in the hospital. The CPFSA says their investigations have revealed that the woman seen assaulting the child in the video has been confirmed to be her mother. The child was seen in the video being stomped on repeatedly on her head and neck, and was only stopped by a male videoing the ordeal who seemingly got fed up with what the woman was doing to the child. The CPFSA Chief Executive Officer, Lord Adam Summers, says while that entity carries out its investigation into the whereabouts of the mother, anyone with information which can assist should report this police station.
We staunchly condemn child abuse in all forms, and what we saw in this video was simply horrific. Therefore, we are calling on the public to stand up and do what is right. If you know the child or the adult in this video, please call us at 211 and give us any information you may know, or go to your nearest police station and tell them what you know.
And Mrs. Adams Thomas says protecting the nation's children requires an all-hands-on-deck approach, and as such urged Jamaicans to ensure children are kept safe. Members of the JCF Narcotics Division is today expected to continue their investigation into what is believed to be another dent into the drug trade. This follows Wednesday's seizure of over 4.8 kilograms of cocaine with an estimated street value of $22 million Jamaican dollars at the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston. Information provided by the police is that on Wednesday, January 17, about 5 p.m., a female checked into board a flight destined for London, England. During the security checkpoint, the cocaine was discovered concealed in milk packages in her suitcase. She was subsequently arrested and placed on reasonable suspicion for breaches of the Dangerous Drug Act. Her identity is being withheld pending further investigations.
You're listening to news on NRP Radio, your primary Christian source for news, sports, and the weather on nrpmediaja.com, reaching you where you are, no boundaries, no limitations.
And now let's give you some sporting information brought to you by Hepburn Glass, located at 13 Chisholm Avenue in Kingston.
Hepburn's Glass Supplies is the latest trend-setting supplier of glass and mirrors in the industry. We specialize in tinted and clear glasses, as well as mirrors for all your windows, doors, and closets at very competitive prices. To maximize your shopping experience, we stock 316 and 1/8 mirror thickness and 316 and quarter thickness in our entire stock of flow glasses. We have in stock gloves, cutters, and suction cups at unbeatable prices. Our customer service is second to none, with same-day cutting for your specific measurements. Visit our office at 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston 13, and call us at 908-0962 or email hepburn.glass@gmail.com. Hepburn's Glass, quality service is our priority.
And now for sports stories. On football, in the Portland FA Western Union Major League today, Manchester came from behind to earn a 1-1 draw with Progressive at Charter Park in a rescheduled game. Goal scorers Progressive's Jadine Neil Marshall did so in the 41st minute, followed by Manchester Ryan Rodney in the 58th minute. Another round of matches will be held this weekend. And in cricket, Australia beats West Indies by 10 wickets about 10 minutes before lunch on the third day of the first test on Friday, Australia time, at the Adelaide Oval. Batting first, Australia made 283 with Travis Head making 110. Usman Khawaja 45 and Nathan Lyon 24 also contributed with double figures. Australia takes a 1-0 lead in the two-match series for the Frank Warrior Trophy. Scores West Indies 188 with Kurt McKenzie making 50 and Shamar Joseph 36. Pat Cummins was the pick of the bowlers, taking 4 for 41, and Josh Hazelwood 4 for 44. And with our final story, Ireland and Zimbabwe are expected to meet again in Harare on Friday, January 26th and Sunday, 28th, before the first game of a 5-match T20 series takes place. This follows Thursday's session at the same venue where Gary Lewis on Bean 65 helped Ireland secure a 10-wicket win over Zimbabwe in a rain-affected opening game in their own one-day international series. In that matchup, Zimbabwe's innings was reduced to 44 overs, but they were dismissed for 170 after 42.5 overs. Ashley Ndriara hits 47 before she became one of Karen Murray's 3 victims. Ray reduced Ireland's target to 109 in 21 overs on the Duckworth-Lewis-Stern method, which they reached in 13.1 overs, with Amy Hunt also on lead on 36. Lewis hit 11 fours and 1 6 as she reached her 8th ODI 50. That's Sports PR Break of the Newscast, brought to you by Hepburn Glass, located at 13 Chisholm Avenue in Kingston.
Hepburn's Glass Supplies is the latest trend-setting supplier of glass and mirrors in the industry. We specialize in tinted and clear glasses, as well as mirrors for all your windows, doors, and closets at very competitive prices. To maximize your shopping experience, we stock 316 and 1/8 mirror thickness and 316 and quarter thickness in our entire stock of flow glasses. We have in stock gloves, cutters, and suction cups at unbeatable prices. Our customer service is second to none, with same-day cutting for your specific measurements. Visit our office at 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston. Call us at 908-0962 or email hepburn.glass@gmail.com. Hepburn's Glass, quality service is our priority.
We promise to bring you a good news story as often as we can. If you know of or are aware of any event or person whom we should highlight, please send this information to our email address at nationalreligiousmediaja@gmail.com or call or WhatsApp 876-336-9928. That's the local news and sports. Stand by now for the latest international news courtesy of the Voice of America.
This is VOA News. I'm Richard Green. A senior official of the Iranian-backed Houthi terrorist group says Chinese and Russian vessels will have safe passage through the Red Sea. Agence France Presse is reporting that Mohammed al-Bukhari told the Russian news outlet Izvestia that the shipping lanes around Yemen are safe as long as vessels are not connected with Israel. Houthis have said they are acting in solidarity with Palestinians amid Israel's war against Hamas militants in Gaza and have carried out more than 30 attacks in the Red Sea. However, the Houthis have launched attacks on ships with no apparent connection with Israel. Major shipping companies have responded by rerouting vessels on the longer and more expensive route around Africa. The Red Sea route is a vital shipping link between Europe and Asia, carrying about 15% of the world's maritime traffic. The U.S. military said Houthi rebels launched 2 anti-ship ballistic missiles at the Gulf of Aden. The U.S. Central Command said the crew saw the missiles land in the water near the ship. There were no reported injuries or damage to the ship. Yemen's Houthi rebels said on its social media site they had carried out the attack, claiming direct hits. U.S. forces carried out a 5th round of strikes Thursday against targets inside Iranian-backed Houthi-controlled territory in Yemen. Reuters news agency says Pakistan's top civilian and military leaders will carry out a security review on Friday regarding the standoff with neighboring Iran following their strikes on each other with drones and missiles. Pakistani strikes on separatist militants inside Iran Thursday came 2 days after an attack that Tehran said struck the bases of another group within Pakistani territory. The tit-for-tat strikes are the highest profile cross-border attacks in recent years and have raised alarm about wider instability in the Middle East since the war between Israel and Hamas erupted. This is VOA News.
That was the latest international news from the Voice of America. Now for the weather report and forecast. The National Meteorological Service has indicated that there is a significant feature of a weak high-pressure ridge across Jamaica. The ridge is expected to weaken further today. Thereafter, a trough is expected to move into the vicinity of the island by tomorrow. In the 24-hour forecast this morning, partly cloudy mainly across eastern parishes. This afternoon, isolated across sections of central and western parishes, partly cloudy. In the 3-day forecast on Saturday, mainly sunny morning, partly cloudy in the afternoons. Sunday, partly cloudy morning, isolated afternoon showers across sections of southern parishes and hill areas. On Monday, cloudy with intermittent showers mainly across sections of the north, central, and eastern parishes, partly cloudy or elsewhere. Expect windy conditions across the island. Other current regional weather features: a stationary front across western Cuba. That is the latest weather report and forecast in the break of the newscast. With that, we have come to the end of our news presentation this morning. But before we go, here are the headlines once again. Former Member of Parliament for St. Mary Western, Julian Sylvia, spent the night behind bars as the major investigation division (NRP) probes the murder of his wife, Minister Sylvia. Prime Minister Andrew Williams' response to the People's National Party regarding Portmore. 28 new justices appointed for St. James, and Justice Minister calls on them to play their part in ensuring the security and well-being of the nation. $22 million drug bust at Norman Minor International Airport in Kingston. In sports, West Indies. Here's your invitation to join us again this evening at 6:30 for the evening news roundup. On behalf of the news and production team, I am Gafar Ellis. We encourage you to join this growing media, feeling fulfilled and informed. Have a great rest of your morning.